This is huge news for Cletus McFarland, for us fans, and honestly for the entire racing world, so let's find out exactly what happened and why it matters so much. Cletus McFarland has built an exciting career in motorsports. He started out mainly in drag racing, where the goal is to go as fast as possible over a short distance, usually a quarter mile. Besides drag racing, he also spent a lot of time racing Crown Victoria cars on oval tracks that are usually about a half a mile to 1 mile long. He even got into drifting, where drivers skillfully slide their cars around sharp corners at high speeds. Each type of racing requires strong car control and quick reactions, and Cletus has proven his skills in all of them. When it comes to approving someone like Cletus for a bigger challenge or a new racing event, it's very different from a regular driver's license test. A normal driving test might take around 30 minutes and involves basic tasks like parallel parking and obeying traffic signs. In Cletus's case, people need to look closely at his full background. Someone like a rallycross champion might have spent 7 or 8 years mastering jumps, dirt roads, and rough terrain. A V8 supercar driver could have 10 years of experience handling fast and heavy machines. An open-wheel racer might have spent 6 years focusing on high-speed, lightweight cars. Cletus brings a wide range of skills because he's raced many types of powerful street and race cars, giving him strong experience across different styles of racing. Testing a driver like him would usually begin on a smaller track, maybe a half-mile oval first, to check how he handles close racing and quick corners. After that, they might put him on a 1 mile or mile-and-a-half track to see how he manages higher speeds and longer turns. Each person needs a different test based on their experience. It's never a one-rule-for-all kind of situation. Outside of racing, Cletus has been working hard on YouTube, posting videos for over 5 years and building a huge fan base. His events sometimes feature over 50 cars, and he often organizes big races with his friends. Right now, he's preparing for a major challenge that will happen in just a couple of weeks, showing he's always busy and pushing himself to do more. After spending nearly 40 weekends a year traveling for races, it's great to see Cletus finally balancing time between work, family, and fun. The amount of sacrifices racers make is huge, but people like Cletus show that with hard work and passion, you can reach your dreams and still enjoy life after the toughest battles are over. Before the race even started, Cletus had some trouble. He forgot his Hans device, which is a very important safety tool that protects the driver's neck and head during crashes. Because of this, he was late rolling off from pit lane. His starting position was 24th out of the large field. Even with the bad start, he made a strong move early and found himself racing inside the top 10 after just a few laps. However, trouble came again when he noticed something wrong with his engine. His car began losing speed, and soon he fell back to 20th place, losing the draft with the main group of cars. The team later said that there was a problem with the valve train, and it was clear that the number 30 Ford was not running like it should. Cletus had to just keep driving and hope that the engine would not break completely. Somehow the car stayed alive. Even with a broken valve spring, Cletus kept pushing. There was a very scary moment in the final few laps. 2 cars crashed right in front of Cletus on the backstretch. While trying to avoid the spinning cars, one of the damaged vehicles came back onto the track and slightly hit Cletus's right rear fender. It could have easily ended his day right there, but somehow he kept control and avoided spinning out. Under the caution lap, Cletus was so pumped that he was seen pumping his fist out of the window, celebrating the narrow escape. Later, Cletus gave a funny interview. He credited his cut-off sleeves for helping him avoid the crash. The race ended with a 1-lap overtime shootout. Cletus restarted in 14th place, and right away, before even reaching turn 1, a slow car caused a massive wreck involving many drivers. Once again, Cletus avoided the chaos. He surged up to 10th place before the caution flag came out, which locked in his first ever top 10 finish in Arca racing. After the race, Cletus talked with Nascar on Fox about how tough the race was.
I thought we were done. Ilmore, the engine guys just came over here, pulled the valve cover off. Number 6 valve spring is broken in half. on, I don't remember his intake or exhaust, like broken in half. And about 5 laps in, she just turned into a dog, you know, and the Connect number 30 always hauls tail. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? Got my foot stabbed in her. I'm telling you, they're getting on the radio like, keep your momentum. I'm like, brother, this sucker's wide open. You know what I'm saying? So we fell out of the draft, and dude, it felt like I was riding a horse out there. You know what I mean? Everyone's blowing by me, and thankfully a caution came out. We stayed on the lead lap. They come on the radio, Kevin Hamlin, shout out to my boy. He's saying, brother, you cannot get out of the draft. And they started telling me stuff. I mean, I used knowledge from the Biffmeister. He taught me everything I know. I got out there, just read the air with the dog we had, and stayed up in there.
Cletus said he really wants to come back and do more stock car racing. He even hinted that he might try to race again at Talladega in the fall. Although nothing has been officially announced yet, it's clear that Cletus has found a new passion in Arca racing. For a man who just a few years ago was mainly making YouTube videos for fun, finishing 10th at one of the most famous racetracks in America with 70,000 people watching live is a huge accomplishment. Now, Connor Zilisch was also having one of the best races of his young career at Talladega Superspeedway. He was just 18 years old and already showing huge potential in the Nascar Xfinity Series. Driving the number 88 WeatherTech Chevrolet for JR Motorsports, he fought hard all race long and had even taken the lead from his teammate Justin Allgaier with just 6 laps to go. It was only his 4th Superspeedway start in NASCAR's Top 3 Series, but he looked like a seasoned professional. His car was fast, his moves were sharp, and he was handling pressure than the drivers who had been racing for 10 years or more. During the closing laps, Connor was battling closely with Jesse Love and Austin Hill, both strong drivers from Richard Childress Racing. The race was tight, and everyone knew that the final lap would be chaotic. It was at that critical moment that Jesse Love made a move to pass Connor on the backstretch. What happened next would change the day completely. Jesse's car got too loose, and the two friends made contact. Connor's number 88 car was sent spinning hard toward the inside wall. He smashed into the safer barrier at a very high speed, and the impact completely destroyed the front of his car. Connor immediately felt the effects. It was a heartbreaking end because he had been in a position to possibly win, or at least finish inside the top 3. Despite the heavy crash, Connor's strength showed. Within minutes, the AMR safety team reached him. He was able to climb out of the wrecked number 88 car and walk to the ambulance under his own power. He was then taken to the infield care center for checks. Luckily, after a short examination, he was released with no serious injuries.
Yeah, I'm okay. This is one of the wrecks where you move your legs and make sure everything feels okay afterwards. So very grateful to drive safe junior motorsports race cars. Our WeatherTech Chevrolet was as fast as Xfinity Mobile, and we were in the right spot. Just haven't really watched it close enough to know what happened, but yeah, grateful to be up and walking.
Even though Jesse Love's move had caused the crash, there was no anger between the two young drivers. Jesse, who had won at Talladega the previous spring, immediately went to check on Connor. He met him at the infield care center and the two shared a hug.
Yeah, no, it's great. Jesse's probably my best friend in the world, and grateful to have someone like him who can come and stand in front of me and give me a hug after that.
Now, before you leave, just don't forget to give this video a like, smash that subscribe button, and also ring that notification bell while you're down there.